Slot position from Chesapeake, Virginia, Navy Lieutenant Commander Jim Cox. The two solos, number 5 that is on our end up here, he is from Reading, Pennsylvania. He is the lead solo. He is Navy Commander Ben Walborn. And down on the opposite end of the runway, flying the opposing solo, he is from McPherson, Kansas, Navy Lieutenant Commander Lance Benson. And again, due to the weather, we are expecting what we call a low show or a flat show. We won't know which until they get airborne. If we're looking at low show, which is what I think we are, as they take off, the boss will keep the formation together and they will stay low and they will circle back across the field. Once the boss gets the airborne with the diamond formation, the two solos will then take the runway, and it'll be a few moments before they get ready to take off, but they'll each take off separately. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your 2021 United States Navy Blue Angels. Here they come. Smoke on. All right, watch number 5 as he gets ready to roll. He'll lift off, climb to about 300 feet, and he'll do a dirty roll. Here you go. Watch this. There we go. Now stand by, because number 6 is going to take off from your left to your right. He's going to stay low, pick up some speed, and then he's going to climb. Watch this. Here he comes. Number 6 on the roll. Look out. All right, as you probably saw, number 6 had trouble getting one of his gear up, so we are expecting him will come back around and land. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to help you know where the blues are coming from, so watch your volunteers. They're going to be pointing in the right place, this time over your right shoulder. Here comes the boss with the diamond formation. You're looking at 18 inches of separation, wingtip to canopy. The Blue Angel Diamond Pass. How about the Blue Angels, ladies and gentlemen? We haven't fun yet. We're just getting started. We are just getting started. All right, number 6 is going to come back around and land. From your left to your right. All right, number 6 coming in. Gear are all down safely. Now, what we are hoping will happen is he will land, taxi in, and there will be a spare aircraft that he can jump into and get right back in the air. But we won't know that for several minutes. So say hi to number 6. By the way, the numbers on the aircraft may not correspond with their positions. So flying the number 4 aircraft is the number 6 pilot. They don't change positions, but when they climb into their aircraft down here, a lot of them are being worked on. They take the aircraft that are available. All right, picture time. Cameras ready. From your right, here come the boss with the diamond formation, the diamond flat pass. Here comes a solo from your right. All right, this time, ladies and gentlemen, from your left, the boss is bringing the 3-plane, the diamond formation from your left to your right. As they come down the field, they should separate slightly. We'll see here in a moment. And they're going to do what's called an Aileron Roll. Watch this, folks.
Left front of the left, a little pull.
There they go. The Blue Angels, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, just a reminder, if you are standing, we are okay with that. Just make sure that you are not standing in front of or beside those who are seated. So look around you. If you are interfering with anyone's ability to watch the show, please stand back. We'd appreciate it, and I know they would very much. So please do not stand in front of or to the side of people who are seated. All right, this time the lead solo is coming from your right to your left. Oh, inverted. Gear and flaps and tail hook are all down. And if he had his partner with him, they would be calling this a mirror image, the Fortis. Do you see that little tail hook? You can barely see it. That little tail hook is what stops that big airplane when it lands on an aircraft carrier. I'll let you think about that one for a moment. All right, this time the boss has everybody dirtied up, gear flaps, tail hooker down. Coming from your left. They call this the dirty flat pass. Anytime aircraft are in the landing configuration, gear flaps, tail hook down, we call that a dirty configuration. When they bring those up, it's called cleaned up. From your left, watch number 5. You're about to see a 7G turn right now. How about that, folks? For those few seconds, that guy weighs 7 times his normal weight when he's in that turn. Just a chance for you to see what this F-18 Super Hornet can really do. Now, from your right, minus number 3, the boss has 2 and 4. Watch the boss at number 4. They're about to go inverted. They call this the double Farvel, ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angels. And by the way, when the boss is inverted, he's still the boss. All right, this time you should be able to look over your left shoulder. We should see a number 5 come flying by, and he's going to do another minimum radius turn. If there were 2 of them, they would call this the swallowtail, but he's all by himself. Watch this, folks. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see you do that in your Corvette, yeah? By the way, the Blue Angels, during their practice sessions out here, they own the airspace. They own the airface and the ground up to 10,000 feet and a 5-mile radius. So he probably get real close to 10,000 feet as he goes straight up. All right, my volunteers tell me that you should start looking over your right shoulder. Get your cameras ready. Here comes the boss. This time, rather than in the diamond formation, the boss has them in what's called right echelon. Everybody lined up to the right. How about that, folks? And yes, that is tight formation. Again, you're looking at wingtip to canopy. You're looking at about 18 inches of separation. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. All right, this time, look to your right. Commander Wallborn, a series of horizontal rolls of the F-18 Super Hornet. The right echelon that you saw the boss just pass over in, when we are out at the carrier, when we come back to the ship, everything we do from the carrier, either going or coming back, is always done in formation. 2, 3, 4 aircraft, we're always in formation. It's the best way to get from point A to point B. All naval aviators learn to fly formation in the very early stages of their flight training. That's how important it is. So we come back in right echelon to the carrier. Once in a while, there's a reason to do left echelon. If you look out to the, just passing over the control tower, the boss this time has them in what's called left echelon. And he's going to do what they call the left echelon flat pass. Let's listen in. All right, look right in front of you. Folks, you just saw what 700 miles an hour looks like in that FA-18 Super Hornet. 700 miles an hour. Speed of sound down here at our altitude is about 725. They are not allowed to break the sound barrier down here. As much as you think you would enjoy that, you wouldn't. But you got to see 700 miles an hour. This time, Commander Wallborn is going to be joining up with the rest of the formation. And they're going to be coming across the field in what we call line abreast. Now, if the weather were great, they'd do this in a loop. Line abreast formation is probably the most difficult way to fly formation. Much easier when you are tightened up. But this time they do a maneuver line abreast, side to side. A little tough to fly this way because it's tough to get into position. All right, this time from your right, ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angels line abreast, flat pass. Here they come. Are we having fun yet? All right. Are you glad you came out here today? Are you glad we're holding off the rain? This time, Commander Wallborn should be coming from the left. If his partner out here, they'd be coming at each other. They call this the opposing 4-point hesitation roll. So he's going to, as he approaches us, he will roll 90 degrees, 180, 270, 360. Here he comes. Here it comes, 4-point hesitation roll. There's 90, 180, 270, 360. They make it look easy, folks, but it's not. All right, coming from behind you over your left shoulder. The Blue Angels call this the low break cross. Watch this. Each aircraft will go out about 1.5 miles, and they'll start their turn in right now. Their goal is all 3 aircraft are going to arrive over center field at exactly the same time, different altitudes, of course. Let's see how they do. Right on time, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. I am so sorry. I did not see that one coming. You folks in the bleachers, you okay? All right. Whee! Commander Walborn sometimes does things just to cheer you up, you know? Anybody need a potty stop? Don't worry about it, it'll dry. How do we top that one, Katie? All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you look out at the control tower again, off to your left, out in the distance, the boss is bringing his 3-plane right over the tower. He's then going to be coming straight at us. As he approaches us, he will have all 3 aircraft go into afterburner. You're going to be listening to about 176,000 pounds of thrust when they do that. They're going to go right by us. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear what we refer to around here as the sound of freedom. Here it comes. If that didn't give you chills, you need to get checked out, folks. That was the sound of freedom. The Blue Angels, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. All right, now, I know that some of you think you got a lot of great pictures. You're going to get home and you're going to look in your camera and you're going to see nothing but clouds and sky. So we're going to do you a favor. Commander Walborn's going to do you a favor. He's going to put this airplane in 120 miles an hour, what we call the high alpha pass. Isn't that a great sound? Ladies and gentlemen, while he's doing 120 miles an hour, he's almost at full power to hold that airplane at that slow speed. It takes more power to go slow. What you saw him do at the end was he then simply put it into afterburner and was able to climb almost straight up in that F-18 Super Hornet. It's quite an aircraft. All right, this time over your right shoulder, the boss has invited Commander Walborn to join up into what would normally be the Delta formation, but they're missing 2 aircraft today. So let's see what they're going to do. All right, they're going to call it the Delta, but what you would normally see, they're going to be in the diamond formation. If they had the other 2 aircraft, one would be to the right and one would be to the left of the number 4 aircraft. When we let you listen in, the voice you hear is the voice of the boss. He uses a voice cadence when he talks to the team. As a matter of fact, before they ever man their aircraft down at the squadron, they sit around a table in the ready room and they rehearse the whole show. And he goes through all the voiced commands that he's going to give. So he lets them know a little bit ahead of time what he's about to do, whether he's going to add power, reduce power, he's going to turn, he's going to roll. So cameras ready. This time they'll be coming right from your right to your left. The Delta flat pass. How many of you are seeing the Blue Angels for the first time? Look at this. Look out. Where have you been? We're glad you came out today. Glad you got to see the Blues fly. All right, the boss has got plenty of time left. He's going to give time to get some great pictures. So this time he's going to bring the Blues back across the control tower and come at us in the Delta formation. All right, picture time. They're going to get really close here. Blue Angels, ladies and gentlemen, here they are. By the way, if you happen to be a Blue Angel fanatic, you follow them around the country. This weekend, where are they going to be? They're going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here they come. That's it, huh? They're going to be in Kansas City this weekend, folks. I thought that sounded pretty good. Going to Kansas City. Oh, okay. All right, it is camera time, folks. This time the boss is going to bring the Blues straight at us. And they're going to do what's called the fan break. This one's for you. Get a reminder, when we're all done here today, you got plenty of time to get back over to the museum, and it'll be autograph time. You'll get to meet these guys, and you'll get to see that they're just a bunch of normal folks who just happen to have the greatest job in the world. Smoke is on. Here they come. Get those cameras ready. Hope you saved enough film for this.
Get it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the boss is going to bring the Blues in for their landing. They don't just come in and land. They come in and land like real naval aviators. They will come from your left to the right. Normally, when we come into an aircraft carrier to land, we have the tail hook already down. They'll leave the tail hook up today. But then we will come in and we'll do a break. Break to the left and then dirty up and land on the carrier. The Blues do it a little more pizzazz. They come in and do what's called a pitch-up break. The boss will be the first one to pitch up, followed by 2, 3, and 4. So in just a moment from your left, they'll be coming in for the break. Now, I'm going to ask that you stick around, all right? Again, there's no hurry to get back to the museum. As soon as they land, they'll all gather here at the end of the taxiway, the end of the runway, and they will taxi right by us going back to their hangar, and you'll get a chance to give them another wave and say thank you for the show. Here they come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft will dirty up. They're going through their landing checklist, getting ready to land the aircraft. Navy pilots at carriers, we don't land like normal pilots. Normal pilots will bring their airplane in and they start easing the power back. They hold the nose up and they hold it up and they finally squeak it on. That's for sissies, all right? Naval aviators have to land on a spot on that aircraft carrier. So we do the same thing at a runway. We always practice carrier landings even though we're on the concrete. So they fly a constant rate of descent. Power never comes below about 80%, and they will literally fly it into the ground. The landing gear are beefed up to take the punishment. As you can command, they make hundreds of landings out on the aircraft carriers. So let's watch as they land. Each aircraft is going to touch down in exactly the same spot. And once again, after they touch down and taxi back, they'll all taxi to our right, the end of the runway 7 right. Once the boss has everybody together, then they will taxi back in formation. They do everything in formation. Ladies and gentlemen, just touching down, the commander of the Blues, the boss of the Blues, the #1 aircraft. Ring. His right wing guy flying the #2 aircraft. He is Lieutenant Commander James Haley. And normally flying the #4 aircraft, though he was flying the #3 position a lot today, Navy Lieutenant Commander Jim Cox. And the lead solo, Navy Commander Ben Walborn, put on quite a show today, just touching down. Again, I want to remind you folks that today's show was streamed live thanks to David Vanderlyke and his group from Hellcat Productions. I'm not giving them a hand. And when you get home, you'll be able to tune in to the National Naval Aviation Museum Facebook page, and you'll get to watch it all over again. They do a fantastic job, and we appreciate them being out here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angels, they represent these Blue Angels are great pilots, and they love what they do. But just of young men and young women who at this very moment are serving out on our aircraft carriers, our ships, our submarines, our Navy and Marine bases around the world. They are out there ready to protect and defend our Constitution and the freedoms that we love so much. All right, you folks down to the far right, when they get on the taxiway, we're going to start the wave down on your end. So get ready to shoot the wave there in a moment. All right. All right, you folks down on the far right, let's start the wave down at the, there you go. Start the wave. Keep it coming. Let them see you. Right on down. There we go. Got a little smoke from number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. United States Marines, thanks for coming out today. We wish you a lot of luck in your training. We appreciate everything you guys do. If you rented our chairs, leave them right where they are. We will pick those up. If you brought your own chairs, we'd appreciate it if you take those with you when you go.
Thanks for coming to see us.
Thank you.
Show your pride. Order the Blue Angels Florida license plate online at blueangelsplate.org. Open to all Florida residents. Order today at blueangelsplate.org.